Are we ready to go?
Oh, you have too many.
Okay, we got thumbs up.
I got you. I did.
Good afternoon, bienvenidos. This meeting is called to order at 5 p.m. This is the portion of our meeting designated for comments from the public about matters related to the closed session agenda. Comments are limited to 3 minutes with a maximum of 20 minutes allocated for a particular item or topic. To address the governing board, members of the public must have submitted a completed speaker card to the clerk of the board before the closed session portion of the meeting began. Trustee McBride, do we have any speakers for closed session?
We do not.
All righty. The board will now adjourn into closed session at 5:01 p.m. Good evening. Welcome. The board has returned from closed session, and we have had no action taken in closed session. And now we will have a flag salute. It will be led by one of our student leaders from our summer school program, summer camp program. Who's up? Okay. Thank you for being here.
Hi, my name is Donovan Maestro. I'm a student in the extended school year program at La Palma. I am going to 7th grade.
And my name is Fatima Bernardo Sanchez. I'm also a student in the extended school year program at La Paloma this summer. I am going into 6th grade. We will be leading you the flag salute this evening.
Please stand up for the Pledge of Allegiance. Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated.
At the ESY this summer, we have 250 students enrolled from across the district. They are attending the ESY at 3 sites: La Paloma, Mike Choke, and San Onofre. Students are going into preschool through the 9th grade. Our theme is Unleash Your Inner Olympian, a Summer of Champions.
There are nothing like a few pictures to highlight our time in the program that started June 4th and will end July 1st. Thank you for your time. Have a great evening.
You might want to recognize here on number 4. I was noticing that I heard that you were part of some reading challenge and that you were the winner of the summer reading challenge and that you get 35,247
Oh my goodness.
minutes of reading in the superintendent's secret reading challenge.
Oh, yes.
Make sure that you get those awards and prizes. So I want to have you come up. Donovan, congratulations. Thank you. Keep reading. There's lots more time left in the summer. We have our summer camp as well, and you can keep reading during that.
Thank you. I have to say that was very impressive, and congratulations. All right, now we get to item 8, approving the minutes of our June 6th regular board meeting. It's recommended that the governing board approve the minutes of the June 6, 2024 regular board meeting. Do I have a motion?
I so motion.
Thank you. And do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Thank you. Any comments or changes? All right, I will call for a vote. Ms. McBride?
Yay.
Fish?
Yes.
Gort?
Aye.
And I am aye as well. Motion carries. All right. We have changed. There is an amendment to our current agenda. So it's item VI-11 and VI-12, which is part of our consent agenda. And those 2 items will be removed at this time and brought forward at a future meeting. And now we come to the hearing session portion of our meeting. This is the part of our meeting that's designated for comments from the public. about non-agenda items, but within the subject matter jurisdiction of the board. Should individuals wish to comment on items on the present agenda, they may also do so during this portion of the meeting or at the time the item is considered by the board. Comments are limited to 3 minutes with a maximum of 20 minutes allocated for a particular item or topic. While the Brown Act allows the board to hear issues within its jurisdiction from the public that are not on the agenda, it only allows the board to respond in a very limited manner, such as providing direction to staff. If the board were to have more than this type of brief discussion on an item not on the agenda, it could be a violation of the Brown Act's rules for posting the agenda. To address the governing board, members of the public must have submitted a completed speaker card to the clerk of the board before the open session portion of the meeting began. Trustee McBride, do we have any speakers today?
We do not.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me.
That's all right. Then we're happy to welcome base liaison Dr. Paul.
Hello, everyone.
I would think you'd have a report today.
Well, I just wanted to share, I think you've heard, we had our change of command today. It was great events, lots of attendance, and I also really enjoyed spending time with Superintendent Hazel, so that was a great time. General Brown is our commander, and General Woodworth has relinquished command, and I think, as you heard today, is going to be taking command of MCICOM, so the commander for all the bases and stations for the Marine Corps worldwide. So it was a great event, and one thing I did want to highlight was the current commanding general for Marine Corps Installations Command highlighted how important it is that the communities, how the support from the communities really enables the Marine Corps mission. And I think he said that it would almost be impossible to do what the Marine Corps does without that support. So I just want to bring that message to the board and to the work that you do for us at the schools and everything. So thank you.
It's our honor. Trustee Goldbeck, would you have a report for us today?
Yes. I got to go up to the Deleuze School for the first time to honor our change of command up there. It was an awesome opportunity to see the love that has gone into that space and how it's kind of become legendary over the 30 years that Scott has run it. And, you know, to think of this program that has navigated a complex fiscal reality over decades, and that there have been individual educators who have kept it alive, who have started it and kept it alive, given all of the uncertainties, and that the kids who have grown up into adults in our community still remember their experiences there. I think it's just a priceless asset for our community, and I'm really hopeful that we can continue to offer that and potentially grow those offerings as the district is able, because this place that we're in is really special, and that site gives children and their families an opportunity to understand this place in a really unique way. It's been continuously inhabited for 14 to 15,000 years. Did you guys know that? Yes. So that's some of the information that they share up there, and I really appreciated the opportunity to be up there.
Thank you very much. Dr. Fish?
Well, the one thing I'd like to report is this morning I went over to Maylis for their art walk, and it was just so much fun to go into the classrooms and see the various things the kids were doing, but how integrated the art was with what they were reading and writing and doing programs. I mean, some of them had PowerPoints going on their computer, and I mean, it was just really, really fun to see the enthusiasm that you could see in the kids' work. And Jen, I never can remember how to pronounce her last name.
Mariucci.
Yeah, Mariucci had done a really good job of making that work there, and it was just, it was delightful. And Leah does a little bit too, Dr. Curcio.
Very much. Trustee McBride?
So I just want to say that I'm very thankful and just proud that we have a program, the programs that we have in the summer, the reading that is one of our biggest goals, and that's being implemented so wonderfully.
And that's all I have to say.
I totally echo that. You know, as we see material that's coming out from our district, whether it's on our website or it's in the news articles that we're seeing, or whether it's in how we structure our summer camps, to see reading be this focus, be this exciting focus where there's challenge and, you know, prizes. Boy, it just sounds terrific. And it is very exciting because there are so many children in our community who have nothing to do during the summer. And our program is extraordinary. So I thank all of you who have a role in this because it's very exciting to see. And I don't have any report today. So then Superintendent Hazel.
Thank you. I always have a list of things I want to celebrate and people that I want to thank. I want to start off by thanking my executive team that sits here with me on the dais, but really, as you know, that I was on vacation for the last almost 2 weeks. And so my team really worked very hard to make sure that we were prepared for today and, of course, led the district while I was not here and just did an amazing job so that I could focus on my family, so that I could be a better superintendent for all of you. And we had a wonderful time, and it was just really nice having a team that I fully trusted to be able to do this work, and they did an amazing job. So I just wanted to give a shout out and thank you. I also had the opportunity to go to Duluth. It was really fun. Frank gave me a quick lesson on archery, and it served me really well because on the cruise, I won second place in an archery competition. The winner was my son, who got first place. So in the family, we got first and second. So I thought you would be really happy. I just got that one lesson from you, and it really paid off. But it was a wonderful event, and I think all the people that were able to attend really highlighted their appreciation for the program. And it's an opportunity for us now to relook at the program and to enhance it and to think about how we can continue to have that outdoor education program. So we're excited that we were able, in our budget times, to be able to continue that program that means so much to our community. I also had a great opportunity to meet with Dr. Fish and the new director of the Fallbrook School of the Arts and our Ed Services team with Dr. Curcio and Assistant Superintendent Bustani. And we talked about revitalizing our partnership with the Fallbrook Arts School. So pre-COVID, we had a more robust partnership. And so now that we're safely in the post-COVID era, we're excited about, and we have a new director as well. We're excited about lots of opportunities for partnerships with field trips and after school programming. So our team is going to continue that work. So it was very exciting. This week at La Paloma, we had the pleasure of welcoming a local Olympic rugby player who's going to be heading off to the Summer Olympics. And so he engaged with our students and shared his experience and led some fun activities for the kids. So when we put a theme together for our summer programs, wow, do we put a theme together and really bring in Olympians for our Olympic theme. So a big shout out to our team who's really been supporting that. So thank you very much. And then you already heard about the reading celebration. It's going to continue all summer long. And so if you want to help me to set those challenges through the summer, and feel free, we can go together to the celebration and enjoy that. Let's see. And then finally, today I had the opportunity to go to the change of command, and it's definitely going to be sad to see the Woodworth family leave us. They have been very engaged in our school system, but I'm really excited to, I also had an opportunity to meet Brigadier General Nick Brown and introduce myself and let them know that we're here to support them in their transition as they come to are going to be in our schools as well. I had the absolute pleasure, and I wanted to thank Dr. Paul as he invited us to this event to make sure that we have that strong partnership. And I was really happy to be there. And a little personal note, I was able to bring my dad, who's celebrating his 90th birthday, visiting from Boston. He's probably our one YouTube viewer online right now. And he was able to go. He actually was stationed at Camp Pendleton over 70 years ago. And so got a chance to meet both the outgoing and the incoming commander, and that was really special to him. So it was a great opportunity for me to represent Fallbrook and also have an opportunity to bring a personal connection to it. So thank you. I'm glad to be back.
I'm glad to have you back, and glad that you had an opportunity to spend a little time with family and having an adventure.
And thank you for the encouragement. You made it happen.
The demand. You deserve it.
You did. You did.
That's so true. And now we move on to educational services. We have an information item on workshop and conference attendance. This district is so pleased to support our teachers and staff to continue their professional learning as they participate in conferences, enabling them to perform their duties and remain up to date on new policies and procedures impacting their roles. We have another information item, the Williams complaint, which is, as you know, I'll read what I say and then you'll figure it out. It's our fourth quarterly report. And it's presented to the governing board as required by Education Code 35186. We are pleased to report that no complaints were filed with any school or department in the district during the fourth quarter. And that certifies that we have all the materials that our students need. And one of the things that I'm so proud of this district of is we always make sure we go beyond that. And so I'm very proud of that. And then we have a presentation I've been looking forward to. It's the annual report for our local performance indicators. Ms. Tafka Vistani, Assistant Superintendent of Educational Services, will present an overview of the LCAP local performance indicators to the board for its information. Thank you so much.
Good evening, board trustees, esteemed colleagues, and members of the Fallbrook community. My name is Tafka Vistani, and I'm proud to present our local performance indicators presentation this evening. So what are the local indicators? California's accountability system is built on multiple measures that ensures the success of our diverse student population. The LCFF priorities for their no state data is collected are referred to as local indicators. Highlighted in the yellow, you'll see the 5 local indicators that include basic conditions, parent engagement, access to a broad course of study, implementation of academic standards, and school climate. To meet these indicators, we take time to reflect on the priorities using a rubric where we identify our strengths and areas of growth. By doing this, we would have met the local indicators. Included in your packet is a copy of the self-reflection tool that we utilized. On this slide, you'll see an overview of our 22-23 data. Tonight, our focus is on the information in blue. The 2024 dashboard will be updated and released in the fall and winter of 2024. At that point in time, I'll be back up here again, and I'll provide a comprehensive overview and presentation of the updated dashboard with additional data. So I will be back to provide you with more information. So in our self-reflection, we are happy to report that we continue to staff our schools with high-quality teachers. We provide standards-based instructional materials, and we maintain a beautiful classroom environment and beautiful schools. And that is evident in every school we walk to, every classroom we visit. Our classrooms are beautiful, they're safe, and they're functional. We also provide high-quality standards-based experiences for students to support our teachers in monitoring student progress. So we have invested heavily in that this past year. We have supported them by providing them access to standards-based curriculum. Dr. Curcio, want to thank you, and Dr. Husing, and laying the foundation for all of our teachers and our students to have access to standards-based materials. And with our PLCs, we will continue to monitor students by name, by need, and by strength. So we met this as well. We engage parents, as you know, through a variety of mechanisms and avenues and structures here in Fallbrook. We gather their feedback constantly throughout the year, and we administer our annual district needs assessment. Our parents have highlighted our areas of strength as demonstrated by the impressive DLAC presentation in May, where they've reflected on areas of strength and areas of growth for our district, and we will act upon that. We met that as well. We also fulfill the state requirements by administering the Panorama and the California Healthy Kids Survey, and by offering a comprehensive range of services to support our students' social and emotional well-being. This is what we call addressing the needs of the whole child. We address their mental health. We address their physical health. We provide SEL support. We monitor their well-being, and we can say that we would have met that through implementing all of the strategies I just mentioned. FUESD is very proud to offer a broad course of study, including schools of choice such as May Ellis, Dual Immersion Program, and the Fallbrook Homeschool Academy. We continue to provide diverse elective options at our middle schools, along with a strong STEM focus throughout all of our schools. And next year, we are so excited. We are adding the A in STEM to make it STEAM. So we are going to be providing enriching, engaging art activities, science, technology, engineering, arts, math. We even have a team working on providing students with a full day of STEAM activities while teachers are in PLCs. That is a huge accomplishment. So when teachers are off learning, students are going to be engaged in amazing activities and learning experiences that are standard-based, but address the other side of the academics, which is enrichment and engagement. We're very, very excited about that, but we met that this year, and we can say that we have met this particular criteria. So having reviewed our local indicators and shared our self-reflection with you tonight, we can now officially submit that we have met all of our local indicator requirements. I'd like to open up the floor for comments or questions.
Thanks, Ms. Bustani. For the STEAM program, when is that going to roll out, and what does that look like?
We are going to roll it out in September of this year, and what it's going to look like is Dr. Curcio has met with all of our STEM TOSAs, our coaches, and they are designing a full day of enriching and engaging activities. Dr. Curcio, did you want to speak to what the day will entail?
Do you mind, Dr. Curcio, coming to the microphone, because I think that
So beyond our STEM labs will become STEAM labs. So they will incorporate VAPA into the science, music, and technology piece for the whole year. So that'll begin the labs will probably open the second week of school. But then the VAPA guest teachers that we are working really hard with HR to hire will be the ones that come in and they have an all-day lesson plan that will have readers theater, music appreciation, read alouds focused on artists and musicians, different at every grade level, and then art lessons that also incorporate the line, shape, and color pieces of the VAPA art. So we're very excited. We have about a 4.5 to 5 hour lesson plan that we will be building TK through 8th grade for one day each month. Well, 7 times a year. So we're really excited. We'll be coming back in 2 weeks to finish off those lesson plans, and our materials are coming in, and it's just been such a fun, group and project to be working with our STEAM teachers, and we will be doing the training for the guest teachers as soon as we have onboarded them. So.
And I think, if you don't mind me sharing, is that we have the Prop 28 will support the funding of ensuring that every school in Fallbrook will have a full-time STEAM teacher. So the children will have the benefit of that at their school. So as we had to make budget cuts, we were very happy that we were receiving the Prop 28 funding. So that's going to be able to allow our STEM labs to grow from STEM to STEAM. And we're excited about having that opportunity for our children.
So to land that explanation in the experience of a third grader, 7 days a year they're going to get to go to the STEAM lab. Is that right? No. How many times do they get to go to a STEAM lab if they're a third grader?
They're almost every other week going to the STEAM lab.
Awesome.
And that's the STEAM teacher. That was STEM this year. So it'll be very similar.
Okay.
And they had created a wheels to support that for the future. But the additional 7 days was a super creative way to build on, to just even increase those VAPA experiences for our students, where it's like an entire day.
Oh, during the PLCs, the professional learning.
Yes. So our teachers are gone for their day. So they're gone once a month working with all of our 5th grade teachers are gathering together. They're doing a day of learning instead of having a substitute teacher that comes in with a generic lesson plan. They're going to have an amazing STEAM day, STEAM lab day. So instead of our children being sad that their teacher is going to be gone for the day, they're going to be excited. They're going to miss their teacher for sure, but they're going to be excited to do something really fun and innovative. And our STEAM lab teachers have just been, and Leah, amazing to think out of the box and how to create so that our students are doing amazing learning at the same time that our teachers are.
Awesome.
So.
And the other thing I wanted to mention, Dr. Curcio with the STEAM TOSA teachers are ensuring that what happens in the STEAM lab, the lessons, we don't duplicate during the full day. So oftentimes our children would say, well, we already learned that back over in this, with this teacher in this class. So they're ensuring that there are different learning experiences. In addition, we have to mention that they are standards-based and standards-driven. So our children will be in standards, appropriate art, STEAM, engineering, these wonderful lessons that are engaging and fun, but also beneficial to their learning. So we're very excited about that.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
It's such a creative idea to know that we're bringing all of our teachers at every grade level together, which I think is incredible and wonderful, and not have students in every classroom be bored or happy that there's nobody, this is different. It is really out of the box thinking, and kudos to the staff for having done that, because this sounds like a really important part of what we're going to be offering over this next year.
And teachers can feel confident that they're sending students off for a full day, and A, not have to be concerned about lesson planning, but B, know that they will be guaranteed a rich learning experience. So it's a win-win. I'm very excited about it.
When you're ready to have somebody there, when it starts, I think some of us on the board would be really delighted to be flies on the wall and enjoy that. So, sounds great.
Thank you so much. Any other questions or comments?
I think we're good. We're good? All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. That brings us to the LCFF budget overview for parents and guardians. This is an action item. It's recommended that the governing board adopt the local control funding formula budget overview for parents and guardians for the 2024 school year. Do I have a motion? Thank you. Do I have a second? Okay. Any questions or comments? Okay, we will start with our vote with Trustee McBride. Trustee Fish? Aye. Trustee Goldbeck?
Aye.
And I am aye as well. The motion carries unanimously. Next item is the adoption of the 2024 to 2027 Local Control Accountability Plan. It's recommended that the governing board approve the 2024-2027 Local Control Accountability Plan, also known as LCAP. The 2024 to 2027 LCAP was presented for a first reading at our June 6, 2024 regular board meeting. May I have a motion?
A motion.
Thank you, Trustee McBride. Do I have a second?
Second it.
Okay, thank you, Trustee Fish. And Trustee Goldbeck. Oh, do we have any questions or comments? Okay. We can go to our vote. Trustee Goldbeck?
Aye.
Fish?
Aye.
Trustee McBride?
Aye.
And I am aye as well. Motion carries. Okay. This is another action item. It is the 2024 Local Control and Accountability LCAP LEA Federal Addendum. It's recommended that the governing board adopt the 2024 Local Control and Accountability Plan LCAP LEA Federal Addendum. Adoption of the LCAP Addendum is also approving the consolidated application for Title I, Title II, Title III, and Title IV, Part A. The 2024 Local Control and Accountability Plan LCAP LEA Federal Addendum was presented for first reading at the board's June 6, 2024 regular board meeting. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Trustee Fish, do I have a second?
Seconded.
Thank you, Trustee Goldbeck. Do we have any questions or comments? Okay, Trustee Goldbeck, your vote?
Aye.
Trustee Fish?
Aye.
Trustee McBride?
Aye.
I vote aye as well. That motion carries. Okay, we are moving to business services. This is an information-only item, ending fund balances. Education Code 42127A28 requires a statement of the reasons that substantiates the need for assigned and unassigned ending fund balances in excess of the minimum reserve standard for economic uncertainties for each fiscal year identified in the budget. Information item. And then we move to an action item. It's the adoption of the 2024-2025 budget. It is recommended that the governing board adopt the district's 2024-2025 budget and 2023-2024 estimated actuals. Do I have a motion?
I motion.
Trustee McBride, do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Trustee Fish, any comments or questions? For our vote, Trustee Goldbeck?
Aye.
Trustee Fish?
Aye.
Trustee McBride?
Aye.
I vote aye as well. The budget is approved. Okay. We're on to item 3, another action item. This is resolution number 33-2324. And it's the resolution regarding the education protection account. It is recommended that the governing board adopt resolution number 33-2324, resolution regarding the education protection account. I need a motion.
I'll motion.
Right, do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Trustee Goldbeck. Any questions or comments? All right. Trustee McBride? Your
Aye.
vote. Trustee Fish?
Aye.
Trustee Goldbeck?
Aye.
And I vote aye as well. The resolution is approved. We are now at Human Resources. Action item probationary 2 to tenure status. It is recommended the governing board approve the following certificated employees completing their second consecutive year of employment in a probationary position requiring certification for re-election. Employees number 649273, 641347, 649349, 633650, 613937, 528399, 108703, 647970, 624684, 650530, 649265, 602772, 649334. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Thank you, Dr. Fish. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Trustee McBride. Comments? I had a comment. Am I correct in this is the end of a 2-year period of probation for all of these employees, and they have achieved this, they have been successful during their year and 2 years, and that this is really, once approved, a celebration. Am I right?
You are correct. Actually, in addition to that, sometimes it's more than 2 years if they served as temporary teachers prior to that. Sometimes teachers serve, if a teacher's out on maternity leave for the year, we have a temporary teacher to follow them, and so then when we have the space, then they can become probationary 1 and then 2. During that time, if they're new teachers, they're completing induction, and so going through a lot of learning and performance activities there. And yes, in Fallbrook, we pride ourselves on picking A+. And so there's a lot of support, but very high expectations. So yes, thank you for acknowledging that. It's very exciting for these teachers.
It really is, and we're so thrilled to have them on board. So, but we need a vote. So we do have the motion, and now we can move to our vote. Trustee McBride? Aye. Trustee Fish?
Aye.
Trustee Golbeck?
Aye.
And I as well. It is done. Congratulations to all of these individuals. We're thrilled by their success, and thank you for all the work that goes into helping them through learning how to be the best, because that's what we have to do. All righty, now we move to approval of employment on variable term waiver. It is recommended that the governing board approve the employment of Melissa Hoy on a variable term waiver. Do I have a motion?
A motion.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
A second.
Thank you. And any comments or questions? Okay, we can go to a vote. Trustee McBride? Aye. Trustee Fish?
Aye.
Trustee Golbeck?
Aye.
And I am aye as well. That is approved. The consent agenda, I will just remind everyone that we did make a change on the consent agenda. 2 items have been moved off. That's item number 11 and item number 12. And those are the MOUs for the Boys and Girls Clubs of North County, and they will be brought forward at a future meeting. So absent those 2 items, do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So
Go ahead.
I move we approve the consent agenda.
Thank you, Trustee Golbeck. Do I have a second? I'll second. Trustee McBride? Any comments? Okay, vote. Trustee Golbeck?
Aye.
Trustee Fish?
Aye.
Trustee McBride?
Aye.
And aye as well. Consent agenda is approved. And that brings us to the end of our meeting. We are now adjourned at 6:40 p.m. Thank you.
Thank you.